Do you love the grit, tension, and rugged heroes of Westerns? But what if you could find that same Western spirit in movies set outside the Old West? Whether it's the lawlessness, the frontier justice, or the lone warrior archetype, these films embody that classic Western feel in unexpected settings. From post-apocalyptic wastelands to mid-century America, here are 10 great movies that feel like Westerns. Before we get into the countdown, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating movie discussions. Number 10. Mad Max 2. The Road Warrior, 1981. Directed by George Miller. Mad Max 2. The Road Warrior thrusts former cop Max Rokitansky, Mel Gibson, into the post-apocalyptic wasteland of the Australian outback. After the collapse of civilization and the tragic death of his family, Max becomes a drifter, eventually finding a small community terrorized by a gang of ruthless raiders. He steps up to protect them, embodying the classic lone hero trope. Despite being the second film in the franchise, Mad Max 2 is the one that put the series on the map. The barren Australian desert, with its harsh environment and lawlessness, serves as a perfect stand-in for the Old West. George Miller's kinetic direction and visual storytelling turn the film into a neo-Western classic with a unique sci-fi twist. The dusty landscapes and stark brutality, paired with Gibson's intense performance, make it clear why this remains Australia's most iconic film franchise. Number 9. Bad Times at the L Royale, 2018. Directed by Drew Goddard. Bad Times at the L Royale is set in 1959 at a once glamorous hotel located on the border of California and Nevada. The L Royale has since fallen into disrepair, hosting only a few guests, each with a secret and an agenda. The eclectic cast of characters includes a singer, Cynthia Erivo, a priest, Jeff Bridges, a vacuum cleaner salesman, John Hamm, and a cult leader, Chris Hemsworth. As the evening unfolds, dark motives and hidden alliances come to light. The film captures the Western spirit by focusing on the struggle between old and new. The El Royale's fading glory mirrors mid-century America, where optimism is giving way to harsh realities. The characters find themselves at the crossroads of a cultural frontier, facing the upheaval of the 1960s. Number 8. Kill Bill Volume 2, 2004. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Vol. 2 continues the story of the bride, Uma Thurman, on her quest for revenge. Having woken from a coma, she plans to eliminate the final names on her hit list, reflecting on her past decisions and the brutal martial arts training she received as a young assassin. The film's focus on revenge and personal justice feels at home in the Western genre. The ruthless world of assassins is akin to the lawless frontier, where personal vendettas replace the rule of law. Tarantino's love for Westerns shines through in the stylized dialogue, tense standoffs, and themes of honor and retribution. The film's climatic confrontation between the bride and Bill, David Carradine, is as much about psychological warfare as physical combat. Number 7. Nope, 2022. Directed by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele's Nope blends science fiction with the rugged frontier spirit. After a freak accident kills their father, siblings OG, Daniel Kaluuya, and M. Haywood, Keith Palmer, inherit the family business of training horses for Hollywood productions. Nearby, former child star Jude Park, Stephen Yeun, runs a Wild West-themed amusement park. When strange phenomena occur around their ranch, OJ and M suspect alien activity and set out to prove it. The film explores the Western genre in 2 ways. The Haywood Ranch reflects the rugged spirit of taming the land, while Jude's Park commodifies the romanticized Old West. Peele connects disparate themes like the impact of cinema, exploitation of trauma, and black contributions to Hollywood through the lens of the Western. Number 6. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, fading star Rick Dalton, Leonardo DiCaprio, struggles to revive his career in late 1960s Hollywood. Alongside his stunt double and close friend Cliff Booth, Brad Pitt Rick navigates the changing entertainment landscape while becoming increasingly aware of the strange hippies at the nearby Spawn Ranch and their connection to his new neighbor, Sharon Tate, Margot Robbie. The film explores Hollywood's shift from the golden age to a new era, much like how the Old West gave way to modern America. The defunct western sets of Spawn Ranch, where Charles Manson's followers reside, symbolize the death of the genre. Tarantino weaves historical fiction into the narrative, blending Rick's fictional western career with the harsh reality of 1969 Los Angeles. Number 5. There Will Be Blood, 2007. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. There Will Be Blood follows ruthless oilman Daniel Plainview, Daniel Day-Lewis, as he builds his empire at the turn of the 20th century. After striking oil in California, Plainview adopts the orphan son of a worker killed in an accident, using the boy to project a family-friendly image while pursuing wealth at any cost. Paul Thomas Anderson crafts a vicious exploration of ambition and obsession, with Plainview embodying the relentless drive often seen in Western anti-heroes. The film's barren landscapes and arid settings evoke the Old West, while its focus on capitalism and personal corruption situates it as a dramatic character study. Daniel Day-Lewis delivers a tour de force performance, capturing the darkness of American ambition. There Will Be Blood blurs the lines between genres, creating a neo-Western epic unlike any other. Number 4. Manari, 2020. Directed by Lee Isaac Chung. Manari tells the story of the Yi family, who moved from South Korea to rural Arkansas in the early 1980s. Patriarch Jacob Yi, Stephen Yoon, dreams of growing Korean produce to sell to local grocers. However, the family's transition to farm life proves challenging, with Jacob's ambition clashing with his wife's concerns and the struggles of being strangers in a small community. The film captures the spirit of the Western through the lens of the immigrant experience. Jacob's determination to tame the land and provide for his family embodies the frontiersman ethos. Director Lee Isaac Chung presents an endearing yet bittersweet story that resonates deeply with anyone who has sought new opportunities in unfamiliar places. Number 3. Blue Ruin, 2013. Directed by Jeremy Saulnier. Blue Ruin follows Dwight, Macomb Blair, a drifter living out of his car when he learns that the man who murdered his parents is being released from prison. With little to lose, Dwight sets out to avenge his parents, but his plan quickly spirals out of control. Director Jeremy Saulnier funded the film through a Kickstarter campaign, resulting in a minimalist yet powerful revenge thriller. Blue Ruin echoes the simplicity and intensity of the best westerns, with Dwight's blue Pontiac Bonneville replacing the traditional horse. His single-minded quest for revenge aligns with classic Western themes of justice and retribution, while Saulnier's direction brings a contemplative, almost meditative quality to the story. Number 2. Sicario, 2015. Directed by Denis Villeneuve. In Sicario, FBI agent Kate Macer, Emily Blunt, joins a joint task force led by CIA officer Matt Graver, Josh Brolin, to combat drug cartels along the U.S.-Mexico border. The team includes Alejandro Gillick, Benicio del Toro, a CIA-sanctioned assassin whose motives are mysterious. As Kate delves deeper into the mission, she becomes increasingly disillusioned by the blurred lines between good and evil. The film replaces Old West sheriffs and outlaws with CIA agents and cartel members. Director Denis Villeneuve and writer Taylor Sheridan present a brutal and uncompromising look at modern conflict. The sweeping desert vistas of Arizona and the dense streets of Juarez mirror the stark landscapes of classic westerns, while the film challenges notions of justice and morality. Sicario offers a cynical yet gripping portrayal of the war on drugs, making it a grim neo-Western masterpiece. Number 1. Logan, 2017. Directed by James Mangold. Logan follows a weary and aging Logan, Hugh Jackman, as he cares for a sick Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart. Working as a limo driver, Logan has left his X-Men days behind, but when he meets a young mutant named Laura Dave Keene, he reluctantly agrees to help her reach a safe haven while evading a dangerous corporate entity. James Mangold blends superhero action with classic Western tropes, setting the film along the desolate highways of Oklahoma and the southwestern United States. The barren landscapes and scarcely populated towns mirror the lawlessness and isolation of the Old West. Logan's disenchanted attitude and weariness reflect the reluctant Western hero, while Laura serves as the spark that reignites his spirit. Mangled crafts a brutally poignant story that examines Logan's struggle with his legacy and place in a world that has moved on. The film's hardcore action sequences, emotional depth, and exploration of mortality set it apart from traditional superhero fare. Inspired by Western classics like Shane, Logan is a raw and powerful film that leans into the genre's most iconic themes while providing a fitting end to Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine. Thanks for watching. Let us know which movies you think best capture the Western spirit, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more film content.